Hey Canucks fans, the Canucks were back at practice today, and they're getting ready to welcome a full house beginning this Saturday. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Tuesday, February the 15th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Canucks did not practice yesterday, not because it was Valentine's Day. Rather, they don't have a game until this Thursday in San Jose. So they beat Toronto on Saturday night. That was a good game. They did practice on Sunday, a very kind of quiet, under the radar practice, but big news from that day in that we learned that Brandon Sutter will not return to play this season, or will not be playing at all this season. And then they had yesterday off, and now they'll practice today and tomorrow before flying to San Jose. Then maybe a game day skate, a quick, easy one on Thursday morning before their game on Thursday night in San Jose. So the Canucks practiced today exactly how they lined up and how they beat Toronto on Saturday. So up front, you had our new first line of Miller, Horvat, and Besser. Then a second line of Pettersson between Höglander and Podkolzin. A third line of Pearson, Dickinson, and Garland. And then our fourth line of Lammikko between Mott and Chason. Chason instead of Highmore, because Highmore still has not returned from his COVID protocol, his break there. Not his break, you know what I mean. Returned from being in the NHL's COVID protocol. Then on the blue line, it was the same six. It was OEL and Myers. Then it was Hamonic with, who was he with? With Burrows. Yes. And then it was Hunt and Schenn. So let's try that again. It was OEL and Myers, Burrows with Hamonic, and then Hunt and Schenn. Imagine if Schenn and Burrows played on the same line. They'd be hitting same pairing. They'd be hitting so many people that they probably wouldn't know where the puck was. But yes, separate those two guys. So that means Noah Juleson is likely being reassigned to Abbotsford. And then I guess their extra guy. No, I think who their extra guy be, because Hamonic's back. So that means Pullman's still out, obviously. Oh yeah, and then of course Hughes will play on Thursday. So that's why they're likely sending Noah Juleson back to Abbotsford. And of course Demko and Halak in net. So I think the lineup changes we may see on Thursday night. So a lot can change between now and Thursday night. Hopefully not in a bad way. That I'm not saying that anyone's going to contract COVID. I think we're out of that. I hope so. So I think what we're looking at is Quinn Hughes coming back, because he will have served his time in the States. It sounds like a jail sentence. He did his COVID protocol in the States. So he'll play on Thursday night. So obviously a big addition to the team. And if he does indeed play, then you're likely seeing Brad Hunt come out of the lineup. So then you'd see likely OEL and Myers, and then Hughes with one of Hamonic or Schenn, and the other one of Hamonic or Schenn then would play with Kyle Burrows. I think you go Hughes. Do you go Hughes, Schenn, Burrows, Hamonic? Maybe that's what you do. Actually, then you play Hamonic as the third pairing. Regardless, I expect to see Brad Hunt as the odd man out, but we'll worry about that when it happens. And then, of course, Highmore may be coming back in place of Chason to take his rightful spot on the right wing of Lammikko and Mott in one of the best stories of the last few weeks for the Vancouver Canucks. The biggest news for today is, as we anticipate Dr. Bonnie Henry to address the province in about an hour or so. It's kind of funny. All the important announcements or the details kind of leak prior to her going out, because they get the media gets briefings. Kind of like whenever there's a trade or a roster decision or whatever it may be, oftentimes it gets leaked out by media. And I think of when the Seattle Kraken had their expansion draft, we knew all 31 guys that were going onto that team prior to it actually happened. So similar kind of vibe where we learn things before the actual formal announcements. But it sounds like the province is listing all indoor capacity limits on public gatherings. So how does that affect the Vancouver Canucks? Well, it's very important. Implication is that after going about a month and a half of 50% capacity, the Canucks will now be open up to full capacity starting this Saturday. So the Canucks are in San Jose on Thursday, then they return home for another homestand. They got Anaheim on Saturday night, Seattle on Monday night, and then Calgary on Thursday night. Calgary the 24th is when the Canucks will wear their flying skate jerseys. And we saw this coming when earlier this morning, before we heard about any of the leaks or any of the announcements, that the Vancouver Canucks actually tweeted out, buy your tickets now for the Vancouver Canucks Seattle Kraken game. And that game is on the 21st. That game is after this current round of restrictions end. So that was a very, very good hint, a good sign that indeed they knew that capacity limits will be opened up will be lifted, and that's why they're actually selling tickets to the public for the first time in a while. So that's big news, obviously, for Canucks fans. Now you can get double the amount of fans, and more than just season ticket holders or anyone that the season ticket holders sell to. Now games are going to be open to the general public. We'll see how well this person drives as I see them try and do a 3-point turn behind me. Let's see. I don't know why they shouldn't drive forward and then turn around, but let's see what happens now. This should be interesting. Okay, you guys watch that car as I continue talking. So starting this Saturday, the Canucks will be able to welcome all 18,600 fans into Rogers Arena. Although if you heard me talk earlier, gosh, this person's such a bad driver. When you heard me talk earlier about the Toronto game, I think I was talking about it on Canucks After Dark with Parker last night. It sure felt like more than 50% capacity in the stands. It certainly felt like that. Of course, you get empty kind of pockets of seats, but those were few and far between on Saturday night. And you know, to my untrained eye, I would say that arena was 70 or 75% full. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble. That's just what it looked like to me. But regardless, they can do it officially, properly, legitimately, whatever word you want to use, starting this Saturday, the Canucks at full capacity. And I anticipate that people want to see this team. They're excited about where this team is going. They want to see Demko, Hughes, Pedersen, Miller, the like. So I expect the games to be close to capacity sellouts, if not sellouts. And I know I saw stats about the Canucks being at 97, 98% among the top attendance by at least percentage-wise in the entire league this season. So I'll be at actually all three games. Saturday at Anaheim, Monday at Seattle, and then Thursday against Calgary. So I'm looking forward to watching all three of those games. And you know, the 50% versus 100% didn't really sweat me. I don't worry too much about that. I'm careful as careful as I can be. But I think the most important thing is that the Rogers Arena is going to be twice as loud in theory. And the players are going to feel it. The coaches are going to feel it. The opposition is going to feel it. And Bruce Boudreau today even said he knows how loud it was against Toronto at so-called 50%. He can't wait to see what it's going to be like when the arena is full. So that's a kind of cool thing as well. So those are the two things I want to talk about today real quick, you guys, is simply the Canucks were back at practice with hardly any changes, but anticipating Hughes coming back, of course, and hopefully Matthew Highmore, and we'll see if that transpires. And then more importantly, the big announcement that's about to come, indoor capacity limits lifted in BC, so that means the Canucks can go to a full attendance. I'm still thinking about that bad driver that's beside me. I might not park beside her anymore. Anyways, Canucks fans, let me know what you think about this announcement about the 100%. You say whatever you want. It doesn't. I don't need to get in a debate about the Freedom Convoy or truckers or border crossings or COVID or vaccines or whatever. But overall, maybe just tell me: does this make you want to go to a game more? Will you be going to a game in the next 3 games between Anaheim, Seattle, and Calgary? And yeah, are you going to be going to one of those, if not all those games? Are you going to be getting to the arena? And do you feel more safe, less safe? Just talk to me about that, the fan experience, and your excitement or not of getting back in the arena if you can, as opposed to anything else. But hey, you guys are smart. You guys are mature for the most part. Do what you got to do. Leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to read, react, and reply as always. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video descriptions. And to Advanced City Experts Real Estate Group, contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates. Thank you, legendary Justin Credible. Thank you, legendary Andrew Chang. Also, shout out to my hero member, nucksfan number 29. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, HSM Fangirl Gaming, Smooth Groove, Funk You, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always. And thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this during my videos on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Members franchising up, we have our Zoom call coming up this Sunday, February the 20th. We'll go 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, friends, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of the channel or upgrade if you like to, and leave a comment down below if you like to. Tell me about your excitement and your willingness to get back into Rogers Arena to watch a Canucks game live. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day and great night. God bless. Go Canucks, go.